Welcome to my table. This is Eleanor with Peaches by Starlight Tarot, here with your tarot reading all about how others might be seeing you right now. So you have stack 1, the bear, stack 2, the bunny, and stack 3, the baby chick. Their timestamp below, and let's get to it. All right, those of you who chose stack 1, the little bear, you have the hydrant. This is the 9 of Cups reversed, and the King of Cups reversed. And the Queen of Pentacles. So, the first word someone might use to describe you is grounded, down to earth or worldly, almost to the point where you may be known to practice or have knowledge of old earth religions or like traditions. So while your approach to life may be deeply rooted in tradition, you're seen as unconventional and rebellious because it's not the common cultural norm of what we think of when we think of tradition. So you're not overly emotional, or at least you're not known for flowery expressions of emotion. And some would say just realistic, just straight to the point, pragmatic, not impulsive, but spend a lot of time trying to make the best decisions based on the reality of the situation, not what you wish the facts were, right? So very rooted in reality. Someone may have stopped trying to give you advice because you always do seem to go your own way. I do see you as fairly serious, like taking things to heart and not being flippant or a dismissive person. You do operate by cycles, but not the ones that most people recognize. Like, not everyone is versed in the subtleties of moon cycles, for example, or accepting or allowing the stage of life cycles to proceed without fighting or trying to delay or reverse the forces of nature beyond their control. So in that lack of understanding that they have, they might say that you're a free spirit or unbound by anything. And it's like, but you're actually deeply connected to the natural order, and you're harnessing the powers that they just don't recognize. You may either be or have had a rainbow baby, like a child born after a loss. And there's something interesting where people may say you don't take life seriously because you don't value what they value. So yeah, they see you as not that serious because your values are different. They're seeing life maybe from an almost nihilistic stance, or like fatalistic, where nothing remains of them when they're gone. But because you recognize your ongoing life as a link in like an unbroken chain of generations that stretches back to the first life, and who knows how far forward. You take that role very seriously. But what it means is that your priorities and your values and your truths are going to be different than the people that just have that once you're gone type attitude. So I do see you as being a little bit misunderstood. Your look, I'm going to finish up with just the aesthetic part of it. Your look is very natural. I see you as being one of those very lucky people that can get away with little to no makeup. Actually, you might be so blessed as to look better without it. Organic fibers, symbolic prints. Maybe if someone's wearing sandals, I can see that too. Silver jewelry, and like some of that cool festival stuff, some cool festival looks sometimes when you're feeling fancy. So that's what I have for you, stack 1. And if it was fun at all or helped, let me know by hitting that like button, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you. All right, stack 2, the bunny. What do you have? The 1 of biscuits. This is my dog tarot. Let's see, justice. The Ace of Wands reversed. And then the 5 of Cups reversed. So people definitely see you as someone who does not stay stuck long and knows how to get things done in a non-aggressive or non-confrontational way. So it's been said that you forgive easily, but you don't forget. So you're definitely a won't be fooled twice person. Some people see you as having a green thumb, or you're good with your hands in some way. And this might actually play into why you appear untriggerable or slow to anger, because you have a trade or an activity or an art form that keeps you grounded or channels your most challenging emotions productively into some kind of physical, tangible thing. Now, like I said, you don't forget, but you don't dwell on the past either. You're very focused on the present, what needs to be done right now. Like litigating the past and going over who's to blame or what happened does not fix the situation now. And that's how you approach things. Maybe very level-headed and calm in an emergency, like an EMT has to be, or maybe you're a first responder of some kind. People might notice how organized you are, labeling things, making lists, everything well prioritized, and they agree with how you order your priorities. I see many people coming to you for advice because you're known to give the best, most fair and objective advice. Like you're good at leading people to the right process for making their own best choices. So you might be a reader, but you're one of those people who's always listening, even if it doesn't look like you're listening. And I don't mean like to someone that's talking to you, because then you're obviously engaged, but to people talking around you, listening to what people around you are saying and gathering information, and not necessarily for use or for leverage. I just think you enjoy people listening the way other people enjoy people watching, if that makes any sense. But so for appearance, I'm seeing you being very coordinated, even graceful, but it feels more like sports coordinated or a work kind of coordinated, more so than like something that's for aesthetic purposes. I can see a lot of instant attraction, perceived love at first sight, and I can see like all genders liking the way you look, kind of like an absolute beauty that transcends gender stereotypes. Like I would consider Ruby Rose to have that brand of beauty. I hope I haven't said generous already, because that's coming through too. A generosity that's fed by your own sense of gratitude. So that's what I have for you, Stack 2, and I do these every couple weeks, so tune in if you want to see how it evolves or how someone else might be thinking of seeing you. If it helped at all or was interesting, hit that like button, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. All right, Stack 3, the teeny tiny chick. You have these 7 of Bones. This is my dog tarot. I think that's too much fun. All right, so the King of Wands reversed, the 3 of Wands reversed, and the 9 of Swords. Okay. So I am getting a vibe like high functioning anxiety. Like you may feel unseen, or like people expect a lot of you because you conceal how much you think, how much you worry, or how much you carry. So there may be something about you that doesn't add up to people. And that's what's at the root of it, because you overfunction based on how difficult that is. And so expectations are high. That's all high functioning anxiety people. It's kind of a curse. Not like an official one. You do seem really trusting and loyal. People can count on you. So some might say too much though, like they can see where others have let you down and you still give 1,000 more chances. The first thing people notice about you physically though, it's your eyes. And it's because it's because they're beautiful, but second, it's because you often look surprised or wide-eyed in that kind of like open and wondrous and welcoming sense. And studies have shown that like that wide-eyed, big pupil look, that makes people feel loved and invited in, and it evokes a feeling of love in return. So there's people who wish you'd pay more attention to them. Like someone in particular might be craving your attention and feel like it's difficult to nail down, because it does feel so good to finally capture it. And there's a sense of wondering why you do what you do, because if they could understand it, they could figure out how to win you over. So people might see you as lucky or protected, as though you've survived a lot of close calls. And I can hear someone saying that you're blessed or you're charmed in some way. I can see where you've known some betrayal, like your loyalties haven't always been returned, but the people who haven't done that to you, they would go to the moon and back for you. They would do anything for you. And you don't seem to expect it. Like good things always surprise you, because you're one of those people who sets your expectations low. So you're not let down very often. And that does come from past letdown. But you do allow genuine joy and appreciation for when things do go your way. So it's not all that just kind of like negative thinking. You do allow the joy. So I wonder though if your friends and family enjoy throwing you surprise parties because you're the most fun to surprise, because you're the whatever the opposite of entitled is. I don't know what word that could be, but there's something humorous too, because like no matter how many times you get surprised, they can still get you every time. And it could almost make a really funny like TikTok compilation of something of all the times they've surprised you. Anyway, that's what I have for you, Stack 3. And I do these every couple weeks. So if you want to check and see how it evolves over time, go ahead and subscribe. And if it helped or was fun in any way, let me know by hitting that like button, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.